Welcome to this gentle yoga flow. This class is all about slowing down, easing tension, and nurturing your body with mindful movement. If you're looking to unwind and reset, this flow will leave you feeling relaxed and refreshed. We'll begin in all fours position. Make sure the hands are just beneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers wide apart. Knees hip-width distance apart, just beneath the hips. And then from here, as you inhale, arch the spine, lift the chin up. And then exhale, dome the back, push the floor away from you, bring the chin to the chest. Inhale, arch, lift the chin up. And then exhale, dome, chin to chest. Then continue a few more rounds, finding your own rhythm here. Last round. And then come to neutral position. As you inhale, extend the right arm up. Then exhale, thread the right arm through, bringing the right shoulder to the floor. And then reach the left arm to the top of the mat. You could leave your left arm in this position or see if you can reach it back behind you and then reach for your right thigh behind your back. And then release, bring the left hand back to the floor. Inhale, extend the right arm up to the ceiling. And then slowly holding here, start transitioning into side plank position, keeping that left knee on the floor. Root down through your right foot. And then once you have your balance, extend the right arm up and over towards the front of your mat. Really lengthening the entire right side of your body. One more breath. And then release, returning to all fours position. As you inhale, extend the left arm up. And then exhale, thread it through, bringing the left shoulder to the floor. And then the right hand comes to the top of your mat. Or if comfortable, reach the arm behind you. And see if you can reach for your left thigh behind your back. Then release the bind. Right hand comes back to the floor. Inhale. Reach the left arm straight up to the ceiling. And slowly start stepping the left foot back into side plank position. Right knee stays on the floor. Once you have your balance, extend the left arm up and over. Elongating from your left heel all the way to the left fingertips. One more breath. And then release, returning to all fours. And then from here, extend the right leg back behind you and hold it here, engaging the core, reaching back through the right foot. One more breath in. And as you exhale, bring the right leg out to the right side and look towards your right foot. One breath here. And then inhale, bring the leg back behind you and then extend the left arm to the front of the mat. And you could stay here or bend the right knee and see if you can grab your foot behind your back. Once you have it, press the foot back and up into your hand. And then release and return to all fours position. And then inhale, extend the left leg back, hold it here. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the left leg out to the left side and look towards your left foot. One breath here. And then inhale, reach the left leg back behind you and then extend the right arm forward. And again, you may choose to stay here or bend the left foot, reach for your foot or for your ankle, and then press the leg back and up into your right hand. One more. And then release, return to our fourth position. And from here, tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the floor, and start shifting the hips back and up into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, feel free to walk your feet. Just a few rounds. And if it feels good, you can try shifting the hips from side to side, bringing the heels over to the right side and then to the left side. And then bend both knees deeply, reaching them almost all the way down to the floor. And then exhale, stretch the legs, coming back into downward facing. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch them out. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch out. As you inhale, come forward to plank position. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Inhale, float forward. And exhale, press back. One more time. Inhale, float forward. And exhale, press back. And then inhale, come forward to plank position. And as you exhale, lower the knees down to the floor. Slowly with control, lower all the way to the floor. Point the toes. Inhale, lift the head and chest up to cobra. And then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift up to cobra. And exhale, lower back down. One more time. Inhale, lift up to cobra. Take an extra breath. And then with the next exhale, lower back down. And then press up to all fours position. Tuck your toes under and exhale, come to downward facing dog. As you inhale, extend the right leg back behind you, keeping the hips level to the floor. Then exhale, step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Then lower the left knee down to the floor and stay here, supported on your hands. Bring the chest forward and hold. Remember to shift the hips forward and down. With the next inhale, start turning the torso to the right and extend your right arm up. And then exhale, release. Bring the right foot to the center, right hand down to the floor and start shifting the hips back, walking the hands all the way back until you can sit down, both sit bones on the floor and your left heel is to the outside of your left hip. If this doesn't feel so comfortable, you could prop yourself up with a bolster or a block or just a pillow. And then from here, as you inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold towards your right leg, reaching for your foot or simply reaching the hands to the top of the floor, of the mat. And then inhale as you come back up, then bring the right knee up and step. And inhale, come back up. Then bring the left knee up and step the left foot to the outside of your right knee. Then wrap the right arm around your leg and turn to the left, leaving the left fingertips behind your back. Gaze over the left shoulder and breathe. And then inhale, turn to the front. Bend both knees, hands come behind your back. As you inhale, lift the hips high, and you can keep the chin here close to your chest, or let the head lean back. And then let go. Hips come down to the floor, cross your legs, then walk the hands forward to all fours position. Tuck your toes under, and exhale into downward facing dog. As you inhale, extend the left leg back, keeping the hips parallel to the floor. And then exhale, step the left foot to the outside of your left hand. Then lower the right knee down and hold here. Let the chest come forward and up. And the hips forward and down. And then from this position, turn the torso to the left. As you inhale, extend the left arm up. And then exhale, lower the left hand to the outside of your left foot. You may need to bring the left foot more to the center and start shifting the hips back. Walk the hands back until your hips are down on the floor. Both sit bones grounded, right heel to the outside of your right hip. Then prepare, inhale, and then exhale, fold towards your left leg. And then inhale, start coming back up. Bring the right knee up to the ceiling and step the right foot to the outside of your left knee. And then left arm wraps around your right leg, right fingertips behind you, and then turn and gaze over your right shoulder. One more breath. And then inhale, face to the front. Release the hands and bring them back behind you. Bend both knees, feet hip width apart. And then inhale, lift the hips high. Chin can stay to the chest or lean the head back. And then exhale, release. Cross the legs, bring the hands forward. And come to all fours position. Tuck your toes under. Inhale, prepare. And then exhale into downward facing dog. From here, step or walk to the front of the mat, stepping the feet just behind your wrists with the toes pointing out to the sides. Then squat low for Malasana, bringing the hands together in front of your chest. Elongate across the back and reach up to the sky through the crown of the head. And then release the right hand to the floor, just to the outside of your right foot. Then inhale, extend the left arm up, turning the torso to the left as you reach. And then release, returning back through the center. Inhale here. And as you exhale, lower the left hand down to the floor. And then inhale, turn, and reach the right arm up. And then exhale, release. Bring both hands to the floor. Start lifting the hips up, and you might need to heel toe the feet a little closer together. Then bend the knees and allow the upper body to just drape down over the thighs. The hands can keep reaching down, or you could hold the opposite elbows. One more breath here. And then release the bind. Bring the hands to the floor and step back to plank position. Inhale here in plank position, then lower the knees down and slowly with control, lower down to the floor. Point the toes, inhale, lift the head and chest up to cobra. And then exhale through all fours into child's position. Knees are wide apart to make space for the belly. Arms stretch forward and let the forehead rest on the mat. And staying in this shape, bend the elbows and press the palms together behind your head. Once you do that, it might feel good to walk the elbows a little farther forward and slightly closer towards each other. And then from here, exhale, allow the hips to sink back towards the heels. And then release. And start coming up to a kneeling position. Bring the knees together and sit back on your heels. And then stretch the right arm up, left arm down, bend the elbows, and if possible, clasp the hands behind the back. You could use a belt or even a towel here, grabbing it with the top hand, then reaching for it with the bottom. Release the bind. Inhale, stretch the arms out to the sides, and then exhale, switch. Left arm up, right arm down. Release the bind. Inhale, stretching the arms out. And exhale, release. Bring the hips over to the left side of your feet. And then inhale, extend the left arm up. And as you exhale, lean over to the right. You can use that right hand for support. And then release. Coming back through the center. Shift the hips over to the right side. As you inhale, extend the right arm up. And then exhale, lean over to the left. And inhale, release. Bring the legs forward, soles of your feet together and heels away from the groin. And then slowly with your next exhale, start folding towards your feet. Hands can hold your feet or you can stretch the arms forward to the top of the mat. As you inhale, come back up. And then take a few moments to simply lie down and rest in Shavasana. Thanks so much for joining me here today, and I'll see you in the next class.